Do I have everybody's attention now? Burn it down!
This is the In My House Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Finally, The Rock has come back home.
Scotty Villa brings you your new favorite pro wrestling podcast.
There is nothing you could do that is more dangerous than wrestling CM Punk.
He's got the latest in covering all of the major promotions in professional wrestling.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
Breaking news and hot topics, he's covering everything from Monday night till Sunday night's main event.
I'm the hottest thing in professional wrestling. I'm Dr. Britt Baker.
And we never forget to go old school.
I was rowdy before rowdy was cool.
From the golden era.
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object.
To the attitude era.
And if you're not down with that, then he's got 2 words for you.
To the revolution.
It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to un-goddamn deniable.
And everything in between.
Super kick, hot tag.
This is your pro wrestling podcast. This is In My House.
Give me a hell yeah.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control.
Welcome everyone to the In My House Pro Wrestling Podcast. Ooh, that's right. You're hitting us again. Scotty V. Hi. UK Tom, the 92nd man himself. Monday night Mike is back. Fun fact: we were going to release a bonus episode with an interview with Dante Leon. He will be performing and wrestling, I believe, in the main event at the upcoming show in Weyburn. Is that correct, Tom?
It is. He will be defending the Surrey Valley Wrestling Championship against Christian Starr in a match that's going to be fantastic, but unfortunately tech issues bit us squarely on the balls. So you're stuck with just us, but I am so hyped for the show on Saturday. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to meeting Dante in person. I've never seen him live before. And obviously as a GCW mark, as you all know, I am very excited for this. So
yeah. When you do see him and when you do meet him, please tell him thank you again from us, the whole pod, because we appreciate his time. He was just getting off work and then rushing to join us. Technology didn't work in our favor this week. But again, very hyped for this show. Tom is super stoked on it. I was hoping to get there, but my life changed and I can't leave home for that long on Saturday. But get out and get the tickets. If you haven't got, they're selling fast. Go sell that barn out. Go buy some merch and go watch some local pro wrestling in Weyburn, Saskatchewan.
Yeah,
go figure it out.
Thanks to Surrey and Dante for trying to make that happen. And hey, shit happens. We move on.
Yep, absolutely. But we didn't want to waste this time with us together. We get together once a week, but twice a week. I mean,
2
I'm
days
just
in a
feeling,
row,
right? I'm just feeling cozy and comfy with you guys. I love being in the middle.
Why you got to make it weird?
Just tell me to put my pants on and I will. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I think your pants being on would make it weirder.
Keep it weird, baby.
So we figured, you know what? Let's just put out a quick little episode since we're all together. We all made time. And Tom, we were like, what do we talk about? We should got to figure out. And then Tom got real heated real fast. So Tom, take it away.
So if you live on the internet like most of us do these days, you will have seen today that there's been some controversy in the world of professional wrestling. Shocking, right? That never fucking happens. And that is TNA talent can no longer work the indies if they are booked to face AEW talent. And I think that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Is it now?
No.
Is it now?
But you know the reason I think it's stupid? I get it when WWE used to when Al Snow was a trainer for OVW, they'd let Al go and work indie shows, but he couldn't wrestle WCW or even at the time TNA talent. It had to be against either former WWE or nobodies. I get that because Al Snow was under a full-time contract. 90% of TNA talent are apparently on paper appearance deals. So why are you fucking with their paydays on the indies?
What does that say about the Fed and what they're doing with TNA?
Apparently, and all of the dirties are saying this, not just the WWE dick suckers. WWE had nothing to do with this. It's all what's his tits with the TNA cap. I've forgotten his name.
Carlos Silva, I believe is
Thank
his
you.
name, and I don't believe that for a second. I believe that he agrees with it and wants to just go forward with it, but I don't agree that.
The only reason I think there might be some truth to it?
That
because Sean Ross Sapp and Dave Meltzer are saying the same thing.
Fuck Dave. Fuck Uncle Dave.
But that's exactly it. When do him and Sapp really ever say exactly the same thing?
I mean, they only know what they know or what people are letting them know. Wrestling is like the weirdest space for finding out dirt, it seems.
I just...
Okay, well, him and, or MJF and Nick Nemeth are still wrestling. That show is yet to be pulled.
It's canceled.
I'm looking at when did that get posted? Because it reported
right,
today.
Did you see MJF's tweets? Like, he's still going to be at the show, and he's basically tweeted out, "Nick, if you've got the balls, get in the ring."
So then Ricochet and Leon Slater are done then?
That is yet to be confirmed, but they're just waiting for it.
I don't like it. Let's be honest here. TNA is the top number 3 promotion in the North America by default. There's no one else that's even close when it comes to TV power.
TV power, I will agree.
So I get that they're playing that. Hey, we're one of the top dog cards. I don't like it.
Then pay your fucking talent like a top dog, you fucking twats.
I saw a tweet that said if you don't want your talent working indies, pay them weekly like the big shows like WWE and AEW. A lot of the top talent and most of the talent in AEW and WWE get paid weekly, and they have to have that agreement to work other shows. They have to get the permission. But
money, baby.
But in TNA, it seems like that's not the case. And I think you should be allowed to go find work wherever you can find work if the contract that you have signed allows that to happen. And I guess that's the case in TNA. But now Carlos and TNA are taking it back. I don't like it. Mike, you're fine with it? You're good with it?
They clearly don't have the money to pay the people like that. If you could pay people, great. You also want to protect your brand in a time where that's pretty fucking important. I mean, you have to have some stars glued to your TV. I'm with you. Get the boys paid always. The boys and girls should go and make that money. Unfortunately, if a company decides, like, if you're signed here, this is what's going to happen, fucking don't work there. If the grass is greener for you to go work the indies and not be a TNA, you can do that. You have the power to do that. But obviously TNA's bankroll isn't to be like, I can pay you for set amount of money to be on our programming. Sad state of affairs. And you guys say third, acting like that's a thing. It's like de facto third. It's like NXT is clearly number 2. AEW is number 3.
I put NXT under the WWE.
Yeah, WWE.
Yeah. It's sad that, like, if you were people who were planning to be around, because was Ricochet and Leon Slater during obviously WrestleMania week?
Yeah, it was at the Collective.
Yeah, so that's a shame. When the world of wrestling's in one spot.
You know what's really shitty about the Leon Slater and Ricochet show is that was on the Mike Hitchcock Memorial Show. Mm-hmm. So that's obviously a memorial show. But I'm pretty certain it's also a charity show. So if they pull either Ricochet or Leon Slater off that, it's kind of shitty.
Yeah, it's a great build match to get people invested. And again, too, it's just like when WrestleMania is on in the States anyhow. We'll see how that works out next year. It's nice to bring all those fans together and give them a taste of everything, right? Like, this is the world of wrestling that you may be missing out on. And let's say you don't, go to all the WWE things, or it's just like there's shows for you to go watch. There's affordable events for you to go see all week.
So there's a guy on Twitter, and like I say every time, I don't remember who it was. He has a list of all the shows happening Mania week in Las Vegas. Last time I checked it was 104.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Incredible weekend of pro wrestling.
But the shitty thing is if there's AEW talent on any of those shows, I don't know if TNA talent can be part of that. Like right now, the perception is that TNA wrestlers can't work against AEW contracted wrestlers, correct?
I believe that is the case.
If it gets further than that, does that fuck over Reaper Wrestling in our area? Like, does that fuck over GCW or ACW or whatever else is happening?
The thing that it could, but the thing it's going to do is fuck over the TNA talent. They're the ones that are going to get fucked over, because if indies have to start choosing between available AEW talent and TNA talent, sorry, TNA, you're shit out of luck.
You're not wrong.
And that is
right.
That's not fair on the guys and girls who work for TNA on pay-per appearance deals. And the other thing I'm thinking is this going to make people start having second thoughts about signing with TNA?
I was going to bring that up too, but I just want to jump back for 2 seconds. If it's already in their contracts that TNA can do this and withhold them from shows, and you sign that deal, then that's on you. Tough shit dudes and dudettes. That's on you. But going forward, it could hinder a lot of people from wanting to sign in TNA unless they're just wanting to get on television and get that experience and work that territory essentially, right? So
you're right in that case. Like it's a weird spot, right? Like the indies are still like there's clearly a market for them. But even like a lower rating for TNA on television is going to be a room with 300 people in it, right? Like, I'm not a worker. Like, I don't know what my rate could be. Like, obviously, Nick Nemeth is going to probably get paid a pretty good rate to wrestle MJF. You got to imagine that's going to be a pretty lucrative day to go out and have that one match, right? Yep. You're not doing the work of a TNA to go in like I got to cut promos, backstage segments. I just have to be around. As opposed to like, I'm going to go work this match, maybe 30 to 45 minutes, and I'm out.
And the other thing is, we've talked about this on the way home from Reaper a few times. Like, their fee is to get them in the building. That's all that is. It's to get them in the building and in the ring. If they do the Matt Cardona route and they're at the merch table before the show, at the interval, and after the show, they're probably going to make their fee over again just on merch, especially somebody like Nick Nemeth.
And
for sure.
That's being pulled away from them if they can't do these shows now.
But that also, you got to think of like Nick Nemeth is one example, and we mentioned him earlier. Leon Slater is another one. Leon Slater now has Rev Pro exposure, TNA exposure. He was on Saturday Night's Main Event. He's been on SmackDown. His merch line is going to be pretty fucking long. So he would also be making a fuckload of money.
Okay, so even if you're not like at this point, you're TNA, let's say they're brass, like WrestleCon is a thing. It is going to be available for people to go to in WrestleMania. Like, why would you have your TNA talent be in the same fucking building as AEW talent at that point? Like, nah, I don't want you to be on the other end of the fucking room when so-and-so's there. Like, fuck off. Like, where do you draw the line? What is it?
Well, this is the whole, I don't want to get too lucha history because we ain't the audience for that. But for years, CMLL talent couldn't be on the same shows or in the same building as AAA talent. It just was not allowed. And if that's the route they're going to go with TNA and AEW, well, that's fucking stupid, because that's going to fuck over TNA talent. Potentially, if you, with some promoters, going to stop some AEW talent getting booked. It's just gonna, it's not good for anybody.
See, if this was coming from AEW, I could be like, okay, I get it, because they don't want their talent mixing with TNA that is also in bed with WWE. But it's not coming from AEW. It's coming from TNA, which makes me think that they probably got an Iggy saying, I don't know if Nick Nemeth on TNA should be working MJF, the champion of AEW. Maybe it's better if Nick Nemeth works on an NXT Stand and Deliver or something like that. Like, but I can't do that if he's fighting MJF. If he's fighting MJF, we want nothing to do with Nick Nemeth or Mike Santana or Moose or whatever the fuck it is, right? And like,
the other thing is, you're right. If it was coming from AEW, I would understand. I would still hate it.
Yeah, it would suck.
But I would understand it a little more. The thing is, obviously, you've seen my WrestleMania week schedule. I watch a hell of a lot of independent professional wrestling. usually with AEW talent sprinkled in here and there. I have never once heard or read of AEW getting involved with the booking of any independent professional wrestling shows that their talent appear on, including whether they lose or not. So, like, Tony Khan doesn't really fucking care. As long as the match is good and their talent looks good, that's all he cares about.
Yeah, I mean, Tony's in that camp of like, I can't care because I am literally catering my business to that audience of wrestling fan. And like, he can't be the one who has egg on his face for that, right? Like, that's the market he's going for. That's like, even their wrestlers are like, we want, this is the crowd we want. I don't think they've broken through in the way like the Fed has with like kids and families. Granted, it's not their programming, and that's fine.
Are they trying to?
And that's it. But I mean, like, if your idea is to grow and have people watch you, yeah, you probably want that. But obviously, I don't think it is Tony Khan either. Because you're right. Tony has nothing to lose to let it to be like, fucking, I don't care what you do. MJF, you're still showing up to my TV. Yeah, that's it. You're coming here every week and you're doing the fucking job for me still.
Yeah. So just try not to get hurt.
Trying to get hurt, yeah.
Do you think it comes down to TNA doesn't want someone like Nick Nemeth losing to MJF?
I mean, come on.
Like, do you think it comes down to I don't want TNA talent losing and being jobbed out, go to AEW talent?
It could be, but it's like Mike's reaction. It's fucking stupid if that's what it is.
That's super sad if that's the case. Like, oh, we can't have our guys look weak. You're like, fucking, your own TV show can make your guys look way weaker than that indie, especially if the indie match is a fucking banger. If these guys go out and they put out that great match and you're just like, fuck, any one of them could have lost, any one of them could have won.
And that's the thing. Like, again, I'm going to use the Ricochet Leon Slater example. No way Leon Slater was winning that match. But did anybody give a fuck? It was going to be a banger. It was going to be all over the internet, and it was going to be great for both talent.
Do you think it has maybe to do with maybe some of these shows? Because I think it's Creative Pro. Is it that has MJF
Creative Pro? Yeah.
Are they streaming it on Triller or anything? Do you think it comes into that situation?
Well, they're all streamed on Triller, and that's never been an issue before.
I wonder if it's going to start being an issue now.
Well, then all of their talent need to leave.
I agree. That's why I think this whole thing is a very slippery slope
because
for specifically TNA.
Just to bring up your point again from earlier, if it's a streaming thing, then our buddies at Reaper are fucked.
Right? So I don't like it. It's a slippery slope.
It comes off like it sucks for TNA because like your headlines can come at the worst time coming into the biggest part of the wrestling year. Mm-hmm. Like you look anti-worker and that fucking sucks for you. You probably don't want that stigma going into the biggest week of professional wrestling. But you should probably have someone start leaking real fucking reasons why this is happening to make you not look like jabronis.
Yeah.
Because really, if it does come down to like, sure, the Fed doesn't want it to be known, but that TNA is going to be an entity of them, fucking get that done. And say it and then be like, okay, the world would be like, that makes sense.
That's stupid,
that
but
makes
I get
sense.
it.
Yeah. Like I know they wouldn't want them there wrestling those people. Granted, like it's a good door for WWE to have like, hey man, like why don't you feel this guy out when you go talk to him? Maybe he will be happy you're over here. Like I think everyone's good for that. AEW could do the same thing. They're like, hey man, like it's actually not so bad over here if you never want to work and eat lunch all day.
Another thing that's popped into my head that I don't like, but it's just because of the way I work and function in life. All these matches have to get all these dates for the TNA wrestlers have to get approved. So these were all approved before they were announced. Don't approve it and then fucking unapprove it. If it's approved, it's approved. Set a date. After this date, TNA wrestlers will not work with AEW talent. Anything already announced? Okay, sorry, we'll let it go because we're assholes and changed our mind.
You're right. Now you're even in a better spot where it's just like now you're anti-consumer.
Yeah.
For those who bought a ticket to go see that kind of content, you're right. So now it's a double whammy. Not only does it look bad that it's anti-worker, you're also anti-consumer of pro wrestling. So yeah, it's actually now that's laid out, it's pretty fucked.
So this just popped into my head. do you think we get an announcement that WWE has bought TNA in the next couple weeks?
Hey, how about next Saturday?
The timing is too. It sucks when Tom. I think when you had said, or it was with one of you two that said the timing sucks because it's Mania season and all these conventions.
Maybe
and
that's why.
And everything where all the wrestlers have the biggest weekend of the year, I'd imagine. And now we're getting this thing where TNA is pulling talent back from these matches that they've already been approved. The timing is a little weird. Are we going to see Dwayne in a TNA t-shirt on Instagram looking at a fucking Jenga pile or something?
Now, talking about a previous portion of my life that I don't talk about on the pod, but if something had been approved for me and then somebody turned around and said, no, you can't work for them, I'd be telling them to go royally fuck themselves and going to work that anyway.
Well, Tom, not to pull a curtain back on you, but you work in an office setting where you make decisions like that, where you approve, disapprove, and you got to stand by what you approve or stand by what you reject, right?
Yeah, and my word is my word. If I've said I'll do something for you, I'll do it.
Exactly. So to me, I like your idea. They should have done at this point, at this date, you can no longer work with contracted talent of whatever companies on the independents. But it seems like it's happening real quick right now, and wrestling fans are getting screwed and TNA talent are getting screwed.
Yeah, this doesn't hurt anybody but TNA and the fans. AEW aren't going to give a shit about this.
No, those I wouldn't be surprised if Tony Khan sent another AEW talent to fight MJF at Creative Pro Wrestling.
And I was also just thinking, like, I wouldn't be surprised if if Tony Khan uses his influence or whatever the word is to send a really cool high flyer to face Ricochet on that show because now Leon Slater can't. Like Ricochet versus Mascara Dorada. That would be fucking amazing.
I mean, with the few minutes we have left, there is the announcement tomorrow at noon Eastern.
What is?
TNA.
What is?
I literally am looking at it right now on their TNA Wrestling tomorrow noon Eastern.
Oh, I think that's.
There we go.
No, I think that's for like a Bound for Glory announcement is what I think. But
why wouldn't they save it for the show that airs that night? If that's the case, if it was just Bound for Glory.
I don't know, maybe ticket sales are going on sale or something tomorrow, but I think it has something to do with the pay-per-view coming up.
I also, though, wonder, you'd think the WrestleMania kickoff show would again be the time to announce, hey, we bought TNA.
I mean, maybe last year, they're like, maybe we shouldn't have done it on the kickoff show because not enough people saw it in real time. Maybe we do it on the actual
I was asleep.
But, yeah, just a wild situation. You could tell MJF was frustrated. I don't know if Nick Nemeth has said anything. I don't know if any TNA talent have said anything on social media about this. I know Moose was real pissed off about some stuff today that he was tweeting about people leaking shit out or something. So
I bet Carlos Silva's phone fucking blew up.
I mean, you look like a fucking jabroni, man. Like, it's a tough day. I mean, if you wanted to do something with TNA, you probably should have had them all show up on the NXT show and jump the fuck out of everyone there. Because ain't no way that roster is just meshing right in with the fucking big boys on WWE's main programming. Sorry, guys.
I don't think we're getting anything TNA related when it comes to WrestleMania week in NXT or WWE because I think it's all AAA doing like kind of Mike. When we were at WrestleMania, we saw some matches at like WWE Access or WWE
there's a little bit of AAA going on.
There's that. That's where one of the greatest moments ever. Mike and I are standing in the Hall of Fame section looking at Sting's gear that's hanging up, and all of a sudden we hear Enzo Amore and Big Cass's music hit, and Mike, we gotta go.
Yeah, gotta get over there. Yeah,
we saw them fight. I think it was the Vaudevillains. I think.
It was the Vaudevillains. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, we had a great time. So just stand there watching like Enzo and Cass do their thing was the fucking coolest. But yeah, well, guys. The original plan didn't work out, but we got together and did like a in my house pod small package here for you, just talking some TNA wrestling, and I think it worked out pretty good.
It did, and thanks again to Suri and Dante for trying. I'll see you on Saturday. I am pumped for this show.
UK Tom is pumped.
There you go, Sheldon. More content in the week.
Yeah. And you, Kyle. You better fucking listen. If I don't get a message saying you listen, I'm going to kick you in the dick.
Hi, Slade.
Yeah, hi, Slade.
For Mike, Tom, I am Scotty Villa. This has been the In My House Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Bye, bitches.
Welcome to